What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Today is Monday, December 9th, the aftermath of Juan Soto signing with the New York Mets. What a night yesterday was. I still haven't slept. I'll be honest with you. I have not slept all day. Just, I stood up all night, went to work, worked all day, and came over here. And man, just the amount of news that's coming out and stuff. And now things are starting to leak about how Soto really felt. Apparently, he felt that the Mets had a brighter future than the Yankees. You know, all the hate posts on Twitter by certain Yankee fans. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate the guy, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Excuse me. That's his choice. At the end of the day, look, he was gonna go to the Mets regardless. You know, as more details come out, they the offer is not as close as it seems, but still, man, he offered Juan Soto $760 million. Granted, it was for 16 years, whatever. We don't know if there was a signing bonus included with that, but what Steve Cohen offered him was just a lot more. And after 5 years, if he decides to opt out, then all Steve Cohen has to do is pay him an extra 5 million per year. So I mean, he technically he can make up to like $810 million, which is just insane, insane. And the more I think about it, you know, obviously it's a gut punch, man. It's a punch straight to the gut. But the more I think about it, I'm like, you know what? The Yankees are not that bad, right? And we're gonna get into that. Like, what can they do to get better? Because there's moves out there. The problem is that now you have the Red Sox who just showed their hand. They showed their fan base their hand that they have money to spend, along with the Blue Jays, and the Mets are still not done spending. They still have a bunch of money left over before they even hit the 240 mark, which is the first luxury tax threshold. So it's gonna get interesting. So I hear a lot of people saying, "Go get Burns, go do this." Look, there's still not. You still got to compete with other teams, and the way this market is going this year, this off season, you're gonna have to overpay. And I understand, and also too, man. A lot of these guys are represented by Scott Boras, and he knows that he got the Yankees by the balls right now. And as well as some of these other teams, they're desperate, right? They're pretty desperate. So they got to make some moves. That's why I think the Yankees need to go ahead and hit the trade market hard. Obviously, you got to go sign some people, right? Look, I hear a lot of Pete Alonso talk. I don't want Pete Alonso. Okay, I would rather have Christian Walker if we're gonna go that route. But even then, look, scratch that. If they don't even go for Christian Walker, man, he's a good veteran. He has a great clubhouse presence, three-time Gold Glover. We know the deal, right? But if not, then go ahead and just make the trade for Cody Bellinger or somebody. Go ahead and make that trade, right? Go ahead and go out there and get a third baseman, and maybe sign one of these top pitchers, Max Fried, Corbin Burnes, whoever it is. There's a lot of bullpen arms out there. You got Kirby Yates out there. Yeah, granted he's older, but I mean he had a great season last year. You take a fly on him 1 or 2 years. The Yankees could technically go out and get, for instance, they could go get a Christian Walker, a Max Fried, and I don't know, let's think somebody else, even a Tanner Scott, and it'll be the pretty much the equivalent of what they were going to spend for Juan Soto. So it's not the end of the world. Rumors are coming out that they're interested in Anthony Santander. I mean, that's another move they could make. You know, but the congratulations to the Mets, man. You guys got a stud. You guys got a superstar on your team. He's by far the greatest, the best Met to ever play at this point, to ever wear that uniform. And I'm not even mad. You know, I'm not even mad. I feel like, in a way, yes, I want the Juan Soto. It's going to be hard to replace him. You can never replace a talent like that. But at the same time, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because now we could go and make some moves. Go make some moves. The Yankees could still be better than we were last year. That's how you get. That's how you really, if even for Yankee fans or if the Yankees in general, if Howe's mad, if Cashman is upset, that's how you stick it to Juan Soto, right? You go out and you win. You go out and win. That's how you do it. When he's over there in Queens, I'm not saying they're not gonna win or whatever, but they got their own things going on. They got their own issues. And he looks over and Judge gets a chip before he does. Well, he already has a chip, but you know what I mean. That's how you really get it, man. That's how you get him. Kid Clientele says, salute, Jason. Salute to you too, my brother. Feeling better. Listen, it's not that bad being little bro in your own city. I can relate. Bro, the Yankees will never be little bro. I don't care how much money Steve Cohen got. The Yankees will never be little bro. Tanner Scott looks like a Yankee. We'll see. We'll see. He said, nah, Tanner Scott looks like a Dodger to me. Has Howell or Cashman put out a statement yet? I don't think so. But I want to let's get into some of this stuff that I'm seeing on Twitter, man. Because look, there's a lot of haters out there. And there's a lot of Yankee fans too that I'm just like, come on, dude. Like, it's not for all that. People are like literally want this man to freaking get into a car accident or get hurt. Like, look, come on, don't say that, man. Don't wish that upon anybody, period. But I tell you what, though, how I said before, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being petty, right? I'm gonna be petty. I said before, and this is true too. That if my Yankees are not in it, I go for the Mets. I think that stopped. That's over with, man. I don't care if the Yankees are not in it. If the Mets are playing the Dodgers, if the Mets are playing the Marlins, if the Mets could be playing anybody, dude. Like, I'm gonna be petty, but I want them to lose, dude. Plain and simple. But it's not over, yo. Look, today is really the day. This thing's gonna kick off, man. And I feel like I really do. I really feel like the Yankees are not just gonna lay down and just be like whatever. No, they're gonna start making moves. At least now they know, like they got this out the way. At the end of the day, folks, he didn't want to be a Yankee. That's what it comes down to. He didn't want to be a Yankee. All this rumors about security guards and stuff like that. Come on, man. I'm sure he's not his people aren't the only people that has some issues with some security guards at Yankee Stadium. They're just doing their job. They don't know these people. I'm sure if it was Juan Soto, they know him. But unless you have a press pass or some kind of tag identification, they got to do their job. You can't fault them for that. Maybe he was a little upset or whatever, but that's just what it is. So I'm not gonna fault no security guard. Like, come on, guy. Like, really? That's what we're doing? People are like, oh, reports are John Heyman put this out too, that in the beginning of the year or whatever, the two incidents with some security guards and his family. Like, I get it, right? You'll be upset. At the end of the day, the guys or gal, because we don't know if it was a male or female, just doing their job. I don't think that's the reason why he wanted to play for a different team. Now at the end of the day, they gave him a better offer, right? That's first of all. And then the reports are too, man. This is another thing that kind of bothered me. The reports are that the Yankees had the top offer. Steve Cohen and David Stearns flew out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, or wherever, to go meet with Soto one last time on Saturday. And they left there not feeling good about anything. And at that point, Hal and the Yankees had the top offer. They had the top offer out there. And remember, we all thought that the Yankees have the last licks? Apparently, no. Steve Cohen had the last licks because he circled back and contacted Steve Cohen and said, look, can you beat this? They just offered me this deal. Because I think Steve Cohen drew the line at 750. He's like, he's not going over that. This is the reports from. I was listening to this on MLB Network this morning. This is from Eduardo Perez, whatever his name is, and so Steve Cohen drew the line in the sand at 750. He was not going to go over that. The Yankees beat that with the 760 thing. Juan Soto circled back to Steve Cohen and asked him, "Look, can you match this or can you beat this? And Steve Cohen told him, look, if I beat this, that's it. You're signing. Like, this is the last one. Will it get it done? And he said, yeah, if you could beat him. So he never even gave the Yankees another chance. It's not like he went back. It's not like Steve Cohen said, yes, 765. And then he said, okay, how, what are you going to give me? No, he gave him his word. Like, okay, if you could beat this Yankees offer right here, that's it. It's over. So at the end of the day, he didn't want to be a Yankee. So what are you going to do? I tell you this much, right? He will be the most hated player in my lifetime. In my lifetime, as far as Yankee fans go, he will be the most hated baseball player for Yankee fans in my lifetime. I'm telling you. And it's crazy because he's still in the city, right? He's still in New York. So half the fan base, the Mets fans are going to love him. Half the city is going to love him. And the other half is going to hate him. But what can you do, right? What can you do? Kid Clientele says, I got a feeling the Yanks are going to make a huge trade. They got to. At this point, they got to. They got to. Look, I'm not like I'm at this point, I'm looking at Alex Bregman. Like, there's nothing. And I'm sure Howe is pissed, right? I'm sure they're upset, man. Especially Howe, because he went all out on this one. He really did. So when like so after I heard those reports, because people were saying, "Oh, what's 5 million and how can it do this?" Look, he didn't even have the chance to. He didn't get the last bid. He put the highest bid out there at 760. He put the highest bid out there, and Juan Soto went back to the Mets and said, "Look, can you beat this?" And Steve Cohen gave him the ultimatum and said, "I'll beat it, but you're signing right now. That's it. This is the end of it." And he did. So how did he even get the last? Because maybe Hal would have went higher than that. Maybe he goes higher than that if he really did have the last licks. And look, I can't confirm none of this, but this is what's been reported. He didn't want to be a Yankee. And you know what, man? At this point, it's like, bro, good riddance. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I'll tell you this much. Yeah, he's a great player, but 15 years, we'll see how that ages, right? But at the end of the day, like, you're not signing him for 50. You're just gonna get like a good 7, 8, maybe 10, hopefully, out of him. But it's all good though. It's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. The Yankees could still make some moves. We could still do something. They're gonna be competing with teams who have apparently got money, but they can do it. I am Big Buddy says, man, I feel so bad as a Yankee fan. I was feeling like that last night too. And all this morning, the more I read and the more that's coming out, I'm like, you know what, bro? He didn't want to be a Yankee, so screw him. What are we gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? He didn't want to be a Yankee. The whole time we thought that the Yankees, and it's usually customary too, like the team you coming off, like the same way Aaron Judge went to Cal at the end and said, look, or Hal went to him or whatever it worked. And he said, well, what do we have to do to get this done? He didn't give the Yankees that opportunity. He gave that opportunity to the Mets. So that means he wanted to be a Met. And it's okay. It's okay. What are you going to do? Soto running his mouth though, saying Mets have a brighter future. I mean, look, you have to say that, right? He's not going to go say like, yeah, I signed with the Mets because they gave me more money, but I think the Yankees are going to have a brighter future. Of course he has to say that because now he's going to play the game. He has to say that. What happened with the security, Nando, is I don't know. John Heyman reported, but you know what? He's been in the know with the whole Scott Boras camp. And he said that at the beginning of the season, Soto's family had an issue with the security guard not letting them in or whatever it was. And then in the middle of the season, later on, the same security guard or somebody else like kicked out their driver slash chef or whatever, kicked them out the stand, wouldn't let him in, and had him waiting out there in the rain or something like that. Like, I mean, look, whatever, dude. I'm not faulting that guy. People looking for this guy like they hate him, or her, 'cause we don't know. But at the end of the day, these people just doing their job. Maybe they didn't have a pass, or maybe they in there like, bro, you know who I am? You know who I am? I'm Juan Soto's cousin or whatever. They looking at them like, bro, you know how many people tell me that shit every day? Like, come on. You're not gonna, it don't make no sense. Yankees just can't close the deal anymore. First Yamamoto, now Soto. Maybe switch up your pitch. Yeah, maybe that's what I was saying yesterday, man. At some point, you got to look internally. Like, what are we doing, man? I just offered this guy $760 million. He was just with us for a whole year, and he don't want to be here. Like, at that point, you got to start looking around. Like, wait a minute, what's really going on in that clubhouse? Like, I'm looking at Boone, I'm looking at Cashman, I'm looking at everything. Like, what's going on? That if I'm Hal, right? That I just got embarrassed on national stage. I offered this man the largest contract ever, 760 million, and he still wouldn't take it. But Hal did his job. Okay, let's not put this on Hal. He did his job. He did his job. When he said he knows what's expected of him, man, he wasn't lying. For the first time in forever, bro. This dude, like, I tip my cap to Hal. I have no I can't say we can't say anything. No more Hal is cheap or anything like that. That's nonsense. That is nonsense. And Big Buddy says, but why feel bad for a guy who didn't want to be here? Soto is not what we all thought he was. A good guy. He's a villain. Oh man, that dude's public enemy number one when it comes to Yankee universe, man. And I tell you what, though, I mean, maybe he is a good guy. Whatever. Maybe he is a good guy. What the hell was that? I just heard some crazy, scary ghost type noise. I think that's the camera. Maybe he is a good guy, but whatever. Good riddance. I hope, I wish him success, I guess. Wish him success. Juan Cruz, I know you happy, right? You're a Met fan, right? When do the Yankees face the Mets next year? I think it's May 18th or something like that. But let's go over here. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. All right. I want to get into this dude, this clown right here, Ben Verlander. Bro, Ben Verlander is the biggest Yankee hater ever, dude. My goodness, bro. Like, I don't know what it is with this dude. This dude literally has freaking Yankee derangement syndrome or something, man. But his tweets are all just hate on the Yankees. Yankee fans are so mad at this tweet. I am genuinely confused. Padres got Michael King and flipped Drew Thorpe for Dylan Cease. Yankees got Soto for a year where they didn't win a World Series. Padres run the trade. Let's go to this thing because that's not even the. All right. If you think Soto just signed with the Mets because of money, you're being naive. 3 reasons: money, his legacy, and winning. Like, bro, come on. You get like really? You gonna act like the Yankees don't when we just went to the freaking World Series and 2 years before that to the ALCS and everything. Like people act like the Yankees suck. Like, what are we, bro? Like, what world are we living in? People really think that the Yankees don't win at all. I get it, we haven't won a chip, granted. But bro, we at least we're in there pretty much almost every year. Like I don't get it, man. What are you talking about? People hated this, but it's true, and I'll explain it here. Listen to the podcast. You just clickbaiting now. It's crazy. But yeah, potentially 805. There's a legacy shift happening in New York. I don't think so. Bro, for a legacy shift to happen, you have to win first That's what I'm saying. That look, it means nothing. Now, if the Mets go out there next year and win and actually beat the Dodgers and make it to the World Series and win, that's a different story. That's a whole nother ballgame. You still gotta win. You guys act like you won something. You haven't won nothing. You haven't won anything. Crazy. Am I bugging? Tell me. Am I bugging, right? Like what legacy shift? You gotta win. It don't mean nothing if you have Juan Soto in your team for 15 years if you don't win championships. Yeah, you got a player, right? And for the rest of Juan Soto's career, if the Yankees win more championships or are more successful than the Mets are in the next 15 years, then who really won? You know? And maybe that's just what I'm telling myself to cope with all of this, but it is what it is. Big Buddy says, I hate him already, Jason. Pick the Mets over Yankee Dynasty. I don't think he cares about that stuff. I don't even think I think maybe he was excited to come to the Yankees, I think, at first. And I don't know, something about he just didn't like what he saw. He's probably looking over there at Queens and seeing them having fun over there. So it's more Latinos over there, more everything. And the Yankees are more even though they've lined up recently, but Yankees are more strict. It's more, I don't know, militant in a way, I guess. That's how I always pictured it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Kid Clientele says, trade for Alec Bohm. I think the Mariners are going to make a big push for him. But, yeah, you have a third baseman right there. You move Jazz Chisholm to second, and then either you sign Christian Walker or you trade for Cody Bellinger, right? And then you have money. That's the good thing. That's the good thing right now is the Yankees have money. The bad thing is that so do the Red Sox, so do the Blue Jays, and even the Mets. The Dodgers too, they're not done. Oh, you get Teoscar Hernandez. Of course that he's no Juan Soto, right? But that's a lift, man. That's an upgrade at left field compared to Verdugo. Maybe not on defense, but as far as the lineup is concerned, you add another starter, another top of the line starter, or you make a trade for Gary Crochet, even though it's gonna cost us. You make a trade for him. Get Luis Robertson that deal too, and there you go. You got your left fielder right there, and a starting pitcher. And Gary Crochet, he already said it. He's interested in an extension. So you trade him on the basis that he's gonna sign an extension. You make that known, like, dude, we're gonna make this trade. We're gonna give up these prospects, but you're signing an extension. You get that out the way, and then you could still go get a first baseman. A Christian will go sign somebody out there. And then you got the bullpen, dude. You got dudes like Estevez, who's a free agent. You got Kirby Yates. You got Tanner Scott. You got the Brewers willing to trade Devin Williams. There's a lot of things the Yankees could do. So but they gotta get active though, because they've been slacking. Everybody else has been doing stuff. Every other team has been making moves. Every other team has made a move already. The Yankees, well, I'm not gonna say every other team, but a lot of other teams have made moves already, and the Yankees have not. So now they got to get real active, real active. Now this is Soto shady though. Yeah, he didn't want to be a Yankee, but he still squeezed out every penny out of the Mets. He really did, man. He really did. I would like them to trade for third baseman Alec Bohm and move Jazz to second. I wouldn't be mad at that either, because I mean, it's still better than what we got now. Or they could go, man. Look, I'm not, I'm not against making a trade to get Nolan Arenado. You know, you got to eat some of that money. But if they could throw in, Brendan Donovan or throw in Ryan Helsley, even though he's gonna be a little more risky because he's a 1 year deal and he'll be a free agent. We could do that though. Soto about to lead the league in walks because he ain't got no real protection now. I mean, uh, he could be, yeah. Because I mean, I'm not. If I'm you know what, King Cash, you right. Because I'm not pitching to him if I know the guy behind him ain't Aaron Judge. I don't know. So his on base percentage, well, his OBP was, it was what, 400, 419 or something like that. His OBP was 419. That thing is about to be 460 with the amount of walks he's gonna get. Yep, 419. Because he's not gonna have no protection. I could see them going and re-signing Pete Alonso. You put Pete Alonso behind him, but if Pete Alonso struggles like he did last year from time to time, then that's a problem. Soto got Jason Cold and frozen now for the first time in forever. Hell yeah, dude. Yankee fans, bro. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasa? Not much, bro. Over here, freaking. I'm feeling. How you say? I'm feeling. Bien triste. Oh, my Spanish ain't all that, bro. Ben Verlander also hates the Dodgers, but he sims for Otani. Oh my god, that dude be on Otani's nutsack. Heavy, bro. Never Mets LLL. I'm from New York. Met fans acting like Padre fans, except Padre fans are worse. They haven't even won a ring. Nah, man, but at least the Padres, you know what? The Padres traded Soto and they got better. But I mean, it's tough because we gave away Michael King, man. We gave away Mike King, and dude, that dude's a stud, man. Well, he wasn't runner up for Cy Young, but he was in the runnings for Cy Young and everything, man. It's a tough loss, man. But it was worth it. You had to do that. You had to make that trade. Now looking back at it, you might not do it if you knew that there was no chance he was gonna sign with us. It's different, man. Frank, what's up, Frank? Oh, you know what? Got a few new subs. Jerome's in the house. Watch your mouth. I don't know about that, man. About that Martin and BXML. Soto did not sign because of the money. Soto did not sign because Hal gave Soto a non-believable excuse for a non-relationship between the two of them. What, bro? You act like these dudes are gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, dude. Soto went to the Mets because he wanted to be a Met, and that's it, bro. Like at the end of the day, he wanted to be. I guess he was feeling what the Mets was pitching him more. Whatever it was, man. How try, but when you look, man, when you offer somebody $760 million, bro, come on, bro. You think it's because he wanted to have a relationship, a better relationship? I don't think it's about that, man. I think it's a little bit about money, but he really wanted to go to the Mets. And if you just joined it, that's why it's reported that what happened was the Mets met with him on Saturday, and they told him 750 is the highest they'll go. That's it. And Hal went and bid is 760. So what Juan Soto did is he went back to Steve Cohen and said, "Look, the Yankees just offered me 760. Can you beat that?" Because he already had drew the line in the sand. He already had told Juan Soto 750 is my max offer, and Juan Soto still went back to him. That shows that he wanted to be a Met. He went back to him, and Steve Cohen said, "Oh, yeah, I'll beat it, but you're signing. That's it. Like this has to get it done. If not, that's it." And he said, "Okay, what are you gonna do?" He never even went back after Steve Cohen gave him the 765. This is reports now, so I can't really confirm none of this. But after Steve Cohen said, "Okay, 765 here," there was never another bid from the Yankees. They didn't even have a chance. It was done at that point. He gave the Mets the last chance. That tells you something, man. He wanted to be a Met. The Mets have a lot of immature young fans who don't know the real history of the Yankees. And then again, I mean, big buddy, man, I wouldn't say that, man, because I have a lot of friends that are Met fans. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they are being kind of immature on the messages. Last night, I had to put my phone on D&D. I had to put my phone on D&D because like specifically one friend, he just kept rubbing that shit in all night, bro. I'm like, bro, don't you gotta work, bro? Go to sleep. But yeah, I mean, what a night, man. That's crazy. I still can't believe it a little bit, but it is what it is. You know what? Let me pull up MLB networks here. At the end of the day, like, man, it is what it is. What am I gonna do, man? I say I yesterday I was feeling it, but today I'm feeling like, you know what? Oh shoot. Why am I loading? Okay, we back. All right. I don't know. My internet is not doing too good right now. Struggling. I got too much shit open. That's why. All right, let's see what's going on MLB Network. But yeah, guys, I mean, but I feel good though. I honestly, I really do. After I thought about it, I feel good. I feel that the Yankees are gonna get it done. I think Hal's gonna look at Cashman and be like, "All right, now she's all yours, bro. Go get it done." The Mets signed Jose Siri. I knew they was gonna get Soto. Siri's a center fielder that can cover up for Soto's range in the outfield. A little bit. I tell you what, man, that right field in Shea is not like Yankee Stadium. It's a lot more room out there. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, Soto wanted to go to the Mets. This was already predestined and everything. You guys want to hear a real manager? They're not talking about nothing. Yankees went from getting trolled by Dodgers fans to getting trolled by Mets fans within 2 months. Yanks will be back. Hopefully, man. That's what I'm saying. It's a tough time to be a Yankee fan right now. I'm not gonna for whatever you want, a private jet, a mansion, whatever. He bought Soto, blew his mind. But at that point, it's like, come on, dude. What are you like? I don't think no private jets and mansions are included though. If that comes out, bro, that'd be crazy. If it comes out like, bro, on top of that, he got a freaking private jet for his whole time as a Met or something like that. That'd be insane, dude. That'd be way too much. Way too much. And I tell you what, man, but Soto better perform, bro. If he look, he had his best numbers with the Yankees last year, his best in his whole career, with Judge behind him, Aaron Judge. What if he don't have that same protection? What if he dips a little bit, man? What if next year he bats 265, 270 with 27 home runs, 30 home runs? What if he goes back to like the numbers he had with the Padres, man? At some point, I don't think the Met fans will be happy about that, especially if they're not winning. You know, he's still a great hitter. I'm not gonna lie, he's a great hitter. But we've seen this before, man. They tried to buy a team before. Cohen went out there and spent a ton of money, and it didn't work out, and he blew it all up. Nanda says John Heyman definitely a board snitch. He put out the signing after acting like he never knows anything from boards. I think John Heyman, man, I think he gave Scott Boras a blowjob just to be the first to know. I really do, man. Because after the arson judge thing, that dude would like he was getting clowned, man. And so he wanted to break that. He made sure that he was the one to break it. They also gave Soto a suite at the stadium that is valued at 500,000 a year. I mean, come on, dude. He could have got a suite at Yankee Stadium. That's not even a big deal right there. Johnny Owens says Yankees need to be smart. Don't you think if Bellinger was still relevant, he'd still be a Dodger? That's why I said Bellinger's not my first pick, right? He's not my first pick. But if the Cubs are willing to eat money, if the Cubs are willing to eat some of that money, then look, that's an upgrade from what we had last year. That's what I'm saying. That's a huge upgrade. And he's a lefty bat, and his swing plays well at Yankee Stadium. It plays really well. So whatever he hit last year, where he had like 27 home runs, whatever it is, you can add more to that. The same way Juan Soto, his played well at Yankee Stadium too. That short porch, man, a lot of regular routine fly balls end up home runs over there. I mean, and obviously it works for both teams, but so I don't know, man. We need something though, because we can't play DJ LeMahieu. He can't be the starting first baseman come March 31st or whenever the opening day is. He cannot be the starting first baseman, bro. If he's the starting first baseman, we failed, kid. Is like, dog, is over, man. Now we failed miserably at that point. So he just can't. Big Buddy, don't you think? Big Buddy says, Jason, don't you think the National League will be harder for Soto? Like, oh, it's definitely harder. That's what I'm saying. The American League. That's why I don't think when the people are like, oh, he sees, you know, the Mets winning more than the Yankees in the future. I'm like, bro, that's all bullshit, man. Don't feed into that, man. He went, man. Freaking Steve Cohen is his sugar daddy. He's rich as hell. You know, he got Francisco Lindor over there, and they probably lured him in like, bro, like we chilling over here. We doing reggaeton parties every night and all this stuff. He just didn't want to, or maybe something happened. Maybe he saw something within the Yankees organization that he was probably like, because I really think he was really happy to be a Yankee. He really was at first, and then I don't know, something happened where he was just like, bro, this organization is different, and that's a thing that Hal needs to really look into and be like, bro, why? I just gave this man 600, $760 million, and he said no, thank you. You know, it's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. But let's go and let's check this out right here. Cause my man, look, this is Juan Soto's Instagram page right now. He hasn't even change nothing. I'm a little salty, bro. I send him a DM like, my man, respectfully, just change your stuff, bro. Respectfully, right? Respectfully. I don't even want to drink a Celsius, man. I had one this morning. I was looking the whole time I was drinking, it didn't even taste the same. I had a Celsius this morning, guys, because I didn't sleep all night. And that thing didn't even taste the same, bro. I ended up dumping half of it. I was like, man, screw this thing. I don't want this. But yeah, man, when I see these pictures like that, like, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'll tell you what, man, all money ain't good money, right? All money ain't good money. So we're gonna see how it pans out for him. And at the same time, I wish him the best. He's Dominican. I'm Dominican. I wish him the best. But all money ain't good money. Man, Marcus Stroman, I didn't even realize. Marcus Stroman tweeted, more being grateful for what was and less being spiteful for what may not be. Why? I mean, come on, bro. What you giving us riddles? Just say it, bro. They about to trade me. More being grateful for what was and less being spiteful for what may not be. Or maybe he's talking to Yankee fans, right? Be grateful for what was. You know, we had him for a year, and I am grateful, man. It was fun, dude. It was exciting, and less spiteful for what may not be. You know, and maybe that's for him. Maybe he's telling himself that because he's about to get traded. Hopefully, hopefully. So this is what look. This is what I was talking about earlier. Reports of Soto family and chef driver being mistreated by Yankee security on more than one occasion. Soto is characterized as being a super family oriented, which played a part in his choosing the Mets. A lot of family related stuff. Man, fuck that. That's bullshit, bro. I mean, maybe, yeah, something like that happened, but I don't think that's really it. I don't think that's really it. Because Howard would have been like, look, what do you want me? You want me to fire that dude or that girl? You want me to fire that security guard? They fired him, bro. What do you want? He would have got rid of him. The Yankees are amongst teams with strong interest for Anthony Santander. Eh, whatever. Uh, Look, all right, let's listen to this because this is what John Heyman put out about the security guard.
One little issue, and I asked Juan Soto about this after they lost the World Series. I took him aside and asked him. There was one little issue with the Yankees where a security guard booted either his mother or his father out of some area.
Damn, that ain't good though.
There were some negative feelings at that moment. Now this, I think, is back in April or May, and the same guy did it to his driver and chef, and the chef had to wait, and driver had to wait out in the rain. And I mean, Soto is a family guy. He was not too happy at the time. One little issue, and I asked Juan Soto about this after they lost the World Series. I took him aside and asked him. There was one little issue with the Yankees where a security guard booted either his.
All right, man. I'm not gonna lie though, man. That's your mom's though, man. Your pops. I don't know because my father died when I was very young, but my mother, I'd be upset, man. I'd be like, depending on how he did it, because I don't care. Even if you're doing your job, you're not just gonna disrespect my mother, you know. But you can't. That's not like. So you didn't sign with the Yankees. You turned down $760 million with the Yankees because of some security guard, bro. Like, come on, that's what I'm saying, bro. How would have been like who? Like, I didn't. He didn't know about it. Probably he's like, who? That person to be fired right now. What you want? You want to snuff him? I'll hold him for you. I'll be like, yo, I'll hold him for you, and you snuff him if that's what you want. I bet I had my screen messed up there. Christian Walker would be my pick at first. I like Christian Walker, I really do, and I think he fits the mold as a Yankee. I think he looks like a veteran man, and from everything I've heard, he has a good clubhouse presence. Maybe he could fill some of that void that we lose with Anthony Rizzo. You know, obviously he's new to this. He's just coming in, so but I think he'll fit in. I think he'll fit in. I think he'll play well, and he has a great glove. At this point, anything's an upgrade, right? At first base. Steve Cohen gonna learn. Look at the Clippers owner spending like crazy and still no chip. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about that earlier, and that's a great comparison because they're like the little brothers of LA when it comes to the Lakers. You're right, man. Damn, you're right. Willard says, "What's up, Willard? Look, I'm hearing Astros might trade for Red Sox first baseman Tristan or either Priestley or Framber. I think they're gonna trade. I think they trade Framber. I don't know about Presley though. Oh, my eyes. Yeah, the Astros need a first baseman. They really do. But they right now they gotta find out a way to get Alex Bregman back. And you know what's crazy? You know, speaking about that, right? I know this. I'm going off topic, right? What hurts me the most is Willie Adames is not on the market right anymore. But you gotta give Buster Posey a ton of credit, man, because he read that shit perfectly, and he's new to all of this too. He read the market, and he was like, you know what? If I don't, because everybody was saying like they're kind of overpaid for Willie Adames, but he looked around and said, bro, Soto's about to sign. As soon as he signs, all these teams they're gonna start sending crazy offers to Willie Adames. So he gave him that offer, and he got it done before Soto signed, right before he signed. So kudos to him, man. Kudos to him. That was a good move for the San Francisco Giants. And that's the thing. That's why I was upset, man. I mean, that's why Soto had the Yankees handcuffed for a while there. And I didn't like that. So I was like, man, you got to go make moves. Make moves. Even though he's there, obviously can't make no crazy big signings, but you got to do something, man. Because you can't handcuff yourself to him. Because if he walks, now you're in kind of panic mode. Was not talking about boyfriend relationship, and you know it, how ignored him in the clubhouse, how had a relationship with all the other players, but now with Soto, that's why Soto left the Yankees. I mean, it could be, but according to how, I guess I don't know. You know what? Now that I think about it, Frank, Hal said that he wanted to give him the space because he knows there's a lot of pressure and everybody's asking the same thing. He wanted to give him his space. And you know where I heard that also? That's what Aaron Judge said when they asked him, "Have you spoke to Soto since the World Series?" And he said, "No, we haven't spoke at all. But I feel like it's best to just give him his space." I don't know, man. I give him a little too space. That's like bro. That's like saying like, bro, we like you in a relationship. And it's like, yo, let's go on a break. Ain't no breaks, bro. That shit is a wrap after that. No breaks. They gave him too much space, maybe. He's trolling the Yankees. Could be. Cohen's wife still bugging on him. Like, you spent what? Bro, that's a drop in the bucket for the Cohens. I think they said that's the equivalent, right? What he gave Soto is the equivalent of somebody who makes 100,000 a year, paying like $4,000 for something. That's nothing for him. It really is nothing. And he don't even see it as the total amount. He just sees it as 50 million per year for 15 years. He probably spends more on his boat than he does than that. He's bought paintings worth more than that. Paintings. He's in love with Lindor. That's why he went there. Whatever, man. That's what he wanted to do. Now the Mets are the fourth best team in the National League. That's a good one too, man. That's a good one. I don't think they're done though, man. That's what gets me pissed too. That I feel like they're gonna steal somebody else from us. Whether it be Corbin Burnes or Max Fried or somebody, they're gonna take another player that we're trying to get, and they're gonna take it. So, Juan Cruz, laughing my asshole, Showman, the new Riddler in the Batman movie, bro. He always be putting out this stuff. I be like, my guy, what are you trying to say, bro? Just spit it out. Like, just say what you really mean, bro. All these subliminal riddles and stuff. And it says Soto's random cousin showing up saying I'm Soto's cousin. That security doing their job. Yeah, I don't know, but Heyman said that he was either his mother or his father, and that's oof. I'm telling you, man. Because if that's mama, it depends how he did it too. Because if he like did it respectfully, then he's just doing his job. But if he was being a dick about it too and being disrespectful, nah, bro, that's a problem. But still, that's an easy fix. You can't put that on the Yankees organization. Like, that's not the reason why. That's not the reason why. Why Soto had why Soto got a chef? They probably got the best chefs inside Soto John. Man, that chef is not even a real chef. That's just some dude from Dominican Republic who could whip up some mean mango or something or some some carne guisado or something, man. Jason, do you think the Yanks would have beat the Mets in the World Series this year instead of the Dodgers? I know that the Mets would like to think that they would have won. I think the Yankees could have won. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, we would never know, but that's just a lot of speculation. That's why, like, and look, for the Mets fans watching, there's nothing against y'all. But when y'all say, "Oh, we at least won 2 games versus the Dodgers," I'm like, really, dude? Come on, bro, really? That's what it comes down to. Come on, you had Freddie Freeman playing pretty much on one foot. He was well. They did have a healthy Otani though, so I will say that. Who knows, man? I'll give this to the Mets. They were red hot going into the playoffs, smoking hot, and a lot of magic too. A lot of magic happened. Willer says, "Look, I'm telling you, he might have not liked to be called sidekick to Judge, and plus, he look at the look after the World Series Game 5, looking the best devastated, didn't help either." No, man, he had to look like he was looking at that field like this is might be the last time I'm here, you know? And he was upset. I don't think it was the problem was being a sidekick to Judge. I think he loves batting in front of Judge. If he could take Judge with him, he probably asked that in the deal. Like, can you bring Judge too? And Steve Cohen was probably like, nah, bro, that's not possible, man. Come on now. He was like, man, but try, you know. I'm telling you, he'd rather have Judge behind him. Soto patched so many holes in the offense for this team. Yeah, man, but you know what? He's only one bat in the lineup. He's gonna get 4 at bats per game, so we still need other guys to step up. You know, we need other bats down there. Maybe Elon bothered. That's what I was saying, man. We need Elon, bro. Nah, but Elon, I have freaking robots out there playing. That's what he'll have playing out there. He'll have a robot for first base, but they probably do better than some of the stuff I've seen out there this year. There's an old saying, blood and water. There's an old saying, blood in the water. Mets could see it, and that's why Mets got him. Nah, bro. I mean, you didn't hear what I just said earlier. The reports are that the Mets flew out to Florida, David Stearns and Steve Cohen, to meet with Soto, right? To meet with him, and they left that meeting not feeling good because Steve Cohen drew the line in the sand. He told him 750 is my best offer. Take it or leave it. The Yankees went and bid 760 and beat that bid. But what Soto did, that's what I'm saying. He wanted to be a Met. He didn't want to be a Yankee. He went back to Cohen and said, look, they just, topped that bid. Can you beat it? And Steve Cohen said, I'll beat it, but you're signing right now if we do it. That's it. And he said, yes, okay, and it was done. So Hal never even had a chance to come back and give more. You know what I mean? He never even had a chance to say, oh, you know what, 770. It was not even there, according to reports, right? So he wanted to be a Met from the jump, He used the Yankees to really get it up there, the price. Guardians lost 2 of their top pitchers this year to free agency. They ain't winning next year. I don't fear the Guardians at all. Even without Soto, I don't fear them. There you see the immaturity, Jason, with that Met comment that they won 2 games against the Dodgers. Yeah, man. I'm like, come on, really? Like, come on. One of my boys told me that. He's like, bro, we won 2 games. I was like, yeah, lost though, bro. The same thing, the same outcome. At the end of the day, we lost. You act like that's an accomplishment. Like, I'm not saying all fans are like that, all Met fans, but a lot of them, their goal is to just be better than the Yankees. It's not even to win, bro. It's just to do better than the Yankees. It's like, come on, bro. They used to say, like, come on. Soto to the Mets is like Reyes Cano, Rod Dickey to the Mets that one year. They ain't winning still. We'll see, man. We will see. Let me see if I could. Is this thing working? No, it's not working. Is this working? Why is my stuff not working? Nothing works. It's all Aaron Boone's fault. You know what? I'm gonna blame everything on Aaron Boone. It's Aaron Boone's fault. It's Aaron Boone's. I don't know why, but he did something. I promise you. He must have done something. No, I'm joking, man. Let's see if I get this thing to work here. But if you, man, please like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's see how many people we got here. 25 people, 7 likes. Come on, guys. We could do better than that. We could do better than that, man. Let's get it up there. Let's get it up there. Like that thing, man. Where's the like button? Somewhere over there. Hit that thing. But yeah, so like I was saying, look, I'm all for Christian Walker at this point. And I don't know, man. Maybe I need to take a like sleep on it because I might tomorrow I might feel different, right? But I'm right now and I'm like, you know what? Let's bring him. Let's get him. Let's go out there and get him. Now, obviously, he's no Juan Soto, right? But at least we take care of first base. Let's go get first base done, right? One by one. Let's go one by one. Get first base done. Whether it's trading for Cody Bellinger, but if the Cubs want to play games, be like, you know what? Whatever. Play your games. Here we go. Christian Walker. Let's work this out. Let's make a deal. I don't want Pete Alonso. I'll pass, man. Get Christian Walker in here. Now we got our first baseman. Already we're better at first base. Let's not look at the overall thing. Let's just look at position to position. How do we get better position to position? All right. You got that there. Now, if we could go out and find a third baseman, obviously I would have loved Willie Adames, but he's off the board. We might have to hit the trade market for a good third baseman, but they could even make it happen. Nolan Arenado has a no trade clause, so he would have to agree to the trade. But maybe, look, I get it. He's declining, but he still had good numbers. And you could move, and he's a true third baseman, right? Move Chaz Chisholm back to his position. He's a true second baseman. Not everybody's playing their position. Aaron Judge is back at right. Nobody's doing this crazy stuff. Everybody's at their position, right? The only one who might have to move, I mean, and not even. And then you have Dominguez. You put him at center, okay? And if the defense is bad, whatever happens, you still have Grisham there, who's great on defense, and you could platoon them, together. And then you go and figure out left field. Get Teoscar Hernandez. And right there, your lineup is set. Everything's fixed right there as far as the lineup. Now you got to fix the bullpen and maybe get a starter. And you're good. It's not, bro, it's very achievable. It's really, really achievable. And the crazy thing is you actually probably end up saving some money. And I think, yeah, you don't have Soto, right? You don't have that big superstar, crazy at bat, right? That crazy bat in the lineup. But 1 through 9, you're better. You're gonna be better, and you got money to get the bullpen going, to get a real dominant closer, a bona fide closer, not somebody who just became a closer like late in the season. Nothing against Luke Weaver, but I want somebody there that like it's not time to play, man. Luke Weaver is great and everything, but he's not a closer. Like we don't know if he's gonna be able to keep that up and do what he did last year. And what do you guys think, man? I think that fixes a lot right there. I'm happy with that right there. I'm happy with that. I'm good. I feel good about the Yankees' chances of taking the AL East with those moves that I just said. Or you could go a different route, man. There's a couple options the Yankees have, and I think that's how you approach it, right? You don't look at the overall picture. Just go position by position. Fill the hole, get better at first base, get better at third, second, you know, uh, the outfield. Just look at it like that. And then you piece them together. The only thing is that look, we lost Verdugo and so that's two lefty bats. That's the reason, that's the main reason why I'm looking at Cody Bellinger different now, man. Because I want another lefty bat in there. I need another lefty bat in there. And Christian Walker, he's righty. But that's my take, guys. I'm gonna try to come back here later. Try to come live, go on live. Again, look, 28 people. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school because it's about that time over here. And again, Yankee fans, bro, it's okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Now we got some wiggle room. We got some wiggle room some flexibility to do things, right? Now we just gotta hope that Cashman gets it done. But I'm your boy Jason again. Thank you for joining me, and stay blessed, guys. Stay blessed.